mounting of Hutchinson beadlock wheels with the experience of mounting 4 previously with the help of another guy. I thought about it, and actually it turns out to be that there's another way of doing it, which is a simpler way. Anyways, I guess we learn with our experiences, right? So, on that note, to be out in the field and to be able to mount something out on your own, if you are on your own with a wheel like this, for whatever reason, if you need to mount it, I figured that's basically just a simpler way to do it. Anyways, well, what we have is a 35-inch 12 by 50 by 15 BFGoodrich KM2 Mud-Terrain tire. We have the inner part of the beadlock, or I should say the beadlock wheel. Then we have the outer rim, outer part. We have the ring that goes in. They suggest they use some Vaseline for the ring. So anyways, here's the process. One thing that Hutchinson's on their, if I remember correctly, in their installation instructions, they say you want to put the inner beadlock rubber piece, this, they are suggesting that you put it inside of the tire and then use the rim to put it in. With that way, what I found out is basically it's longer. Anyways, I don't want to make it too long, but there's a simpler way of doing it. So you take in some soapy water, you put it on the inner part of the wheel, or the tire I should say, and without putting in the inner rubber beadlock, you simply take the outer or the inner part of the wheel and you just kind of put it in one way. There we go. That was it. So it is now popped in through the first bead of the tire. What you want to do is you want to slowly pop it back out, line up the rim part with the tire, turn it upside down, you want to do it kind of slowly and don't put too much pressure on it. Now is the part where you want to put the inner beadlock. So the beadlock is in. One thing I pointed out for myself is to try to do the lineup. I'll show you the hole. So the inner part, it has a hole with a cutout. That's where you want the air nozzle going in, or you can see it here better. So what we do, for me, I liked it when this part, you know, where you put the air in, it's kind of my own personal thing, I guess. I landed up in the middle between the two tall pins. Here, just looks nicer, I think. So anyways, we line that up across the pin. So that's going here. You just kind of put your foot on the tire. Get the bead to sit on the wheel a little more. You want to make sure that all the debris is out of the part where the rubber ring goes into. And that to be, so there's that groove there where this goes in. Let me reposition the camera. So anyways, clean that up inside. throw the O-ring. In my case, I went ahead and used Dyna beads. These Dyna beads for balancing the tire. Just something, you know, new. Figured give it a little something different. So anybody wants to see what they do, just search Dyna beads on YouTube, and that will give you enough. Want to make sure that's all clear. We line up the air nozzles with a cutout here. So this will give us the chance of putting it the right way. And this will just sit in really nicely. The wheel is much gooder. You make sure everything's clean. Yep. Take them nuts, put them on the first three. Got my tools, torque wrench. This is a 19mm socket. These are the nuts. And removable thread locker. So what we want to do, in turn I use just a dual drill. I set the bead with this to get all the other ones on first. Now there is no thread locker in the 12 pins right now. So with that in place, what I do is put the thread locker on. Got that done. Put the rest of the nuts on. And star pattern, tighten these up. At first we set it to 60 pounds. Set it up for 80 pounds. The way I've done it, I don't know if you can see it or not. So let's go this way. So star pattern. You take the 12 pins, 1, 2, 3. Then you go with first one off the 12 pin. Then you go to the second one off the 12 pin. Then you go to the third one off the 12 pin. Then you go to the fourth one off the 12 pin. And that brings down to the star pattern nicely. So start with the 12 pin, 80 pounds. So that's it. With that done, we'll line up the rock monster nicely here. Let's go get some air. So we're gonna air it up. I have other 4 mounted already sitting and ready to go. It's been 3 days and they've only lost like a half a pound. And I think that's really has something to do with just the air pressure and temperature variations, you know, in the weather. And really, I don't think it has anything to do with actual wheel losing, you know, leaking air with the tire. But these wheels is nice because you can drop your tire pressure down to, you know, 2 psi if you wanted to when you're wheeling up in the hills or whatever, you know, for better traction. So we're right about 34. I'm going to cap it off for last time and we're good to go. So this was a quick review of how to do a Hutchinson's Rock Monster mount in your own garage with just minor tools you can get at Sears. And here's our other 4 that I have. And when I pick up the Jeep on Monday from the dealer, I'll be able to do some more work to it. So anyways, Bud Nixon to some, or Nick to others. Anyways, peace. God bless.